Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing McIntosh's MHA200 Headphone Amplifier. This little mighty piece of electronics is utterly perfect. Simple in its design, perfect in its implementation. This analog headphone amplifier will drive any load, any headphone to its peak in performance. Using McIntosh's output transformers to then load a pair of headphones is quite a unique design, and the implementation is utterly perfect. It's cute, it's beautiful, and yet it's so rich in its performance that I'm so proud to be sharing it with you today. Now, I'll be honest, this is possibly the smallest piece of electronics from McIntosh I've ever opened. Known for these huge boxes, shipping boxes and inner cartons, massive weights, 70, 80 kilos. This is small and delicate, and with that, just a little bit cute. Like with all McIntosh packaging, it's a brown box. It's got scannable information associated with model and serial number on sides and corners, and it's taped closed with a fabric tape branded McIntosh. Opening these things is really easy. Very straightforward. A simple series of cuts and nicks, and we're straight in. Like with most McIntosh pieces, the first thing that we will see is an elaborate and fully worked out user manual. Every question that you might have is answered in one of these. It's extremely comprehensive about every element of this product. It's full colour and embossed with the McIntosh logo at the back. Because of the unit's size, it's relatively straightforward to get out of the box, although with anything, I would always recommend that we take the box off the product rather than the product out of the box. And the first thing we see from an accessory perspective is the simplest of them all, which is it's a figure eight power cord. Just rotating it over, we see how elaborate the packaging is. Like every piece of McIntosh that they bring to market, they've thought about the potential of it being manhandled in freight, and they want to ensure that it arrives to you in one piece. So you see, despite its size, it's got a massive amount of protection. Lifting this closed cell foam off is very straightforward. You can see it's been cut to shape. And again, rolling it over, we see this delicate, cute little product for the first time. Opening it is relatively straightforward. You can see that it's sellotaped at the back in a relatively oversized bag. Opening that is pretty straightforward with a few simple nicks on the sellotape itself. Once the bag is open, getting it out is relatively easy because it's not very heavy. So at the front we see a desiccant bag delicately placed. Now the desiccant bag is actually in a separate cloth bag to ensure that wherever it is it can't scratch or rub and create any issue with this product in transit. You'll also see this big warning label, and that's the same that we see on all of their tube amplifiers. To ensure that the tubes are protected in freight, they have foam around them. And the warning label is to highlight that the very first thing, no matter how excited you are with your purchase, is to make sure that you remove the foam that has been designed to protect the tubes in transit. You can see that pink foam in the top there, and a grill that we can remove to see. So the next thing to do as far as unboxing it and preparing it for use is to take these screws out and remove the protective grill. Cheating a little bit and using an electric drill, and there's really no need, there's only a few turns involved. There's two screws, one each side. Now at this point the protective tube cover is easily removed. It's got a couple of little rubber feet. Again, as always with our unboxing videos, please hang around for some photographs. We'll take some close-ups of all of these little elements. Then we can remove the foam. Now this has been beautifully cut to protect the tubes in transit and sit neatly on the top. You'll also see, so get rid of that, how beautiful it is from an elegance perspective. They've probably hand polished this so many times before they've ended up packaging it ready for freight. Putting that back on for a moment, clips in place. The screws are more for permanence than anything else. Right, looking at the product. Firstly, from the front we have the load selection. Now this is a very straightforward thing for most good headphones. The load that it represents to the amplifier is an important part of how you dial up its performance accurately. This has the ability to select 32, 100, 250 and 600 ohms, although there's a variety within that. That load selection means it's tapping into certain parts of the output coil, and it's wonderful to see that in such a relatively affordable headphone amplifier. It's got a standby and power light that glows, and a standby on and off button that's a tap. Then of course the last knob is the volume control. It has a neat little wee click in the middle giving you a centre point, and that's part of attenuating the load. Then we've got its output. Now it has a 6 1/4 stereo output, and of course with an adapter it'll run your 3.5 mils. Beside it is a stereo balanced output, and then a twin left and right balance depending on how high end you end up with your headphones. Spinning it around and seeing the side with the tubes where we see the McIntosh logo, and leaning it forward we see that classic design with the McIntosh output transformers and input power transformer with its windings and other things clearly displayed. And you'll see on that the associated coils or windings associated with the selector at the front. This delicate little thing is so cute. Anyway, looking at the back, we see its inputs. Now firstly at the boring end we've got a figure 8 power inlet. Then we've got a couple of control things for both in and out to turn the unit on remotely if required. Then we've got a single balanced input and a single RCA input. This is an analog amplifier. It has no digital ins. There's no selectability. It is absolutely fit for purpose. Plug it in, turn it on, jam your headphones in the front, and you have perfection. So, there we have it. McIntosh's brand new headphone amplifier, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.